Yeah. All right, what's going on, ladies? So, yeah, today is supposed to be my hiatus day, but I feel like there's an emergency fire that I need to put out. So, I'm coming in here right now. And so, what many of you all are going to learn about me, and some already know, is that when I say that I'm straightforward, people don't really necessarily realize just how straightforward I am. And so I'm going to post this without a topic. Anyway, so we can't get anywhere in this entrepreneurial journey if we are defensive. And so, just the sheer fact that I'm about to tag a queen on this video, if you're not careful, you're not going to listen. And you're going to miss an opportunity to get some very valuable information that you actually need for your progression and for your growth. And so, if there's one thing I notice about a lot of queens, is that we don't take our time, we don't totally absorb things and listen. A lot of times we don't necessarily make sure that we apply them um, to ourselves. It's real easy, to, like, for instance, I'll use this example. Go to church and be like, such and such show should have been here for service today. No, you was there. So the message is for you. Just when you thought you had it all together, you need to actually listen. And so a lot of individuals won't necessarily speak up the way they're supposed to in their communities when there's some friction, because they're often afraid of losing people, afraid of offending people, and so many other things. And when I say that I am very straightforward and I don't tolerate any mess once I notice it, I want it to be understood that I don't. And so I'm not going to say the queen's name. You know who you are, and you'll know who you are once I start reading the post. And the only reason why I'm not saying your name is because this video is actually live on YouTube as well. Sometimes I make the videos unlisted and sometimes they are listed, but this is definitely something that many Black women need to hear, because this sense of defensiveness is what's alienating many of you all, and you're not making money in your business the way that you're supposed to be, and you have no idea that it's actually you that is killing the opportunity. And so I put up a post in the group, and the post that I put up in the group was very simple. It was sweet and to the point. It says, what you mean you got a business and nothing to offer? And I have a little smirk on my face. Estoy muy confundida, meaning I'm very confused in Spanish. Queen, your products and services are needed. Share below or do a separate post. If you don't promote yourself, who will? What is your free opt in and what do you have for sale? Now, mind you, one sister immediately came in with an offer for a book. She came in and offered with a freebie to, listen to something on her YouTube page. So she did both. She did a paid offer, she did a free offer, and that's fine. Then another sister came in and she did an offer, for what it is that she has. And I'm like, okay, this is really great. And so then another sister comes in and she puts up a comment, and I want to read it. And so many of them. Hold up, I'm gonna get to it. Her comment says, I give away a lot of jewelry at events when people make certain purchases and friend me on my business page. Not too much demand for my stuff online. I want to change that. Turn up my notifications and replies from new and old buyers. And so what's so funny is without even thinking about it, she didn't go into promo mode. Okay. So that says a lot about how she thinks about business. So quickly, whether you realize it or not, queen, you went to deficit. You didn't go to prosperity. You didn't go to opportunity, because the only thing you had to do was say, here's my page. Here's my jewelry I have to offer. This is the current sale. This is the current price. And so you could have put an offer out there and somebody might have just clicked the link and bought something. It might only be, I don't know what your prices are. It might have been a $5 piece of jewelry. It could have been a $50 piece of jewelry. If you look cold blooded like that, $100 piece of jewelry. And trust me, I used to be a jewelry designer, and I have also worked with individuals who sell jewelry. And you better believe that I've transformed their life. Matter of fact, these beautiful babies right here are designed by one of a former client, a custom designer, handmade. And I think I got them on sale for $50. So people do spend money, you know what I'm saying, on custom jewelry. But anyway, somebody then reached out and said something to you, and automatically you had to prove yourself. You had to say, you know, who you are and what you do and what you're capable of. I'm not getting ready to dissect everything that was said, but what really threw me off was the fact that another sister came in, and she was one of the speakers at the summit, and her catchphrase for her business is "your confidence matters." And so she put out there, you know, hey, make sure that you align your mouth, blah 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 blah. Click the link to get your free session. That was it. Now, where your comment came from, that I'm not trying to test these waters to prove my faith. I don't worry about limitations. I depend on my strength and my desires that have nothing to do with anything outside of myself. I'm here to align my strategies, not hear erroneous views. I hope you go back and you pay attention to how offensive your statement was. Erroneous views about my beliefs. Thanks for the offer, but no thanks. You do have cool offers though. Listen, calm the hell down. I don't know who hurt you. I don't know when they hurt you. I don't know how they hurt you. And I don't know what you holding on to. And I don't know why you holding on to it. But you didn't even pay attention to what this post was even about. And I said something to you and asked you a question for critical thinking. And I put a comment that said, this post is specifically for letting people know what you have to offer. So think about your response and think about your response and your current reality. So I'm not sure what's going on with you, and I'm not even finna try to pick it up, and I'm not even finna try to figure it out. But I just need you to know that right there with that snippet, you revealed a lot about your pain. And so I'm going to need you to pause, and I'm going to need you to breathe, and I'm going to need you to think before you respond, because you're going to alienate yourself in a place where people are literally here genuinely operating in their power. And what's going to ultimately going to happen is that you're going to feel like this was a fake ass group. You're going to feel like this was a place that ain't for you. You're going to feel like, look, they said they was about sisterhood, but they ain't really about sisterhood. And not once have you paid attention to the vibe that you bring into a place where we on point, and we on point for real, and we not playing. And so, you know, shortly after, I see you put up a comment. So these are for you to evaluate, not for group responses. I just looked at her offers and thought they were cool. Funny thing is, I have 50 notifications, including this lady's offer addressed to me on this app. So maybe you have an option to turn off notifications. I don't really have to be a part of these conversations. Obviously, I'm trying to be friendly. Most of these conversations are not. I'm totally lost, because what you said, most of these conversations are not friendly. You tell me which conversations are not friendly. What you don't understand is that energetically, because you're off, you perceive the conversations that are being brought to you in a specific fashion, and you're not looking at this realistically. And in regards to the notifications, yes, you can turn them off. You don't have to have any notifications on to this group at all. You can just come in and tap into the Business Mastery Summit because you are here, because you purchased a ticket. Look at those videos and go in there and get your information when you want it, and then be gone. There's nothing else that you have to do. But what you're not going to do is, you're not going to come in here and act like everybody's out to get you, because don't nobody know you. You're not going to act like everybody's here to not be friendly to you. We don't know you. You are bringing negative energy. And just to show you, I did a different video. And in this video, I asked questions. The kind of questions I asked were, you know, when we want to stereotype Black people for always spending money with white people, but not spending with Black people, I said, but that white woman, I said, Becky got good copy. I said, Becky out beating people down for her off. Basically, these are the paraphrasing. I said, but how many times have you made sure you followed up? How many times have you shown up and promoted your business? Did you stay at top of mind? Is your sales strategy on par? And I asked these kind of questions. And it's funny to me is that you didn't, with your response had nothing to do with answering the questions in that video. You started talking about how when sisters sell product or Black people sell products, they're more expensive, because I said that we tend to be cheap. where if you, and I even responded to you on YouTube, when it comes to like things like health and beauty, yeah, you might be able to go and get you a bar of soap that's supposed to be black soap for $2 or $1 something in Walmart. But then when you buy from a sister that made it, you spending $4 because she has no discounts for buying the raw materials. She's responsible for the packaging. If she understands her product for real, there's a reason why so many of the charges are still passed off to you. In addition to the fact what's in the stores usually has been sold off and is usually no longer organic, has artificial components to it, but it has the look and feel that will attract people to buy stuff that consider themselves to be health conscious. So yeah, when you're buying stuff that are like tangible physical products like jewelry, or you're buying facial, creams and powders and hair kits and, hair moisturizers and stuff like that, in that type of industry, more often than not, the products that Black people sell are more expensive. And it shouldn't matter when it comes to truly supporting Black-owned business. But when it comes to intellectual property, coaching, and training in those facets of business, like I said in my video, Black entrepreneurs have a tendency to grossly undercharge for the services that they offer. But that was not the topic of discussion. The topic of discussion was about being accountable. Hey, and Trisha, I see you, about being accountable for your sales or the lack thereof, and looking at the things that you are or are not doing that are hindering you from being able to move forward. So please understand that I'm not mad at you, but I am perturbed by your actions. If you've listened to my videos in the Business Mastery Summit, this came out in one of the conversations. And it came out in several conversations, one with Dotriel and one with Lonnie. It is amazing to me how we as women sometimes will be very impatient with our children. Didn't you hear what I said? Go sit your ass down. Leave me alone. We're impatient with children who sometimes actually can't even remember what we told them, because as fast as we told them to sit down, we said, and before you do that, go pick up this and do this and do this, and then go sit down. Not realizing that a child's mind can't process everything as quickly and readily as an adult. And some adults have proven that they don't do it that well either. And we will get mad at our children who are learning to multitask in their thoughts. Instead of you saying, go get this, thank you, go put this up, thank you, now go sit down. Not understanding that has to be done like that. But systematically, when it comes to dealing with an adult, you don't take the time or the patience. I mean, you take time and patience and be like, girl, well, she was having a bad day, or, she was off. And I don't do that. I don't do it at all. I'm not giving any toleration for excuses, because Queen, I love you, but you should know better. All you got to do is slow down and read. All you have to do is slow down and listen. My thing is, if a sister is defensive, and this is in general, not specifically to you, but when a sister is defensive and someone is doing everything in their power to help you, before you take offense to what they're saying, you test the heart and the purity of why they are even responding to you. When you realize that they're responding to you because they are attempting to give you food for thought, you have to learn to stop, be still, be at peace, and ask the divine, the creator, God, Jesus, Buddha, Muhammad, whatever it is that you do, what energy and where did this energy come from? What am I supposed to receive? What am I supposed to learn? And then, matter of fact, the Bible says, be slow to speak and be quick to listen. Be slow to speak and be quick to listen. But when you're defensive, you always quick to speak. So here's the litmus test for everybody that's here in this community. Listen to me. The litmus test is real easy. Are you as successful and profitable as you should be in order to run a fully standing business without having to rely on government bailouts, without having to worry about having a secondary job, without relying on your mate or your husband's income? Can you take care of yourself? What you have put in place, have you the ability to leave a legacy right now if you die? Because basically what you're saying is that you have arrived. You are more like Lisa Nichols. If you die tomorrow, you and everything and everybody around you is good. If you are in here in the Authentic Collective and that's the space that you're in the wrong community. Remember, I said attracting is just as important as repelling. And if you feel like you got it together, you are in the wrong community. The sheer fact that you were moved I'm talking to everybody in general. So Queen, don't think I'm talking to you. The sheer fact that you were moved by 1, 2, 5, I don't care how many speakers that were in the Business Mastery Summit, the sheer fact that you may be in this group binging all of the value that was here before the summit, because this community has been here since before the summit, says that you're looking for answers and that you need help. And so you should be slow to speak and quick to listen. Not that you shouldn't have anything to say. Not that you can never have any pushback. Don't get this shit twisted. And I'm saying this because I can feel the energy and because the wisdom and the foresight of wanting to clap back and still give an explanation and still say something. It's no different than the woman. And if you guys watch some of the videos from part 1 and part 2 with the replays from the summit, one queen, I love her vulnerability, but as fast as she was saying, I value myself, I love myself, but people don't treat me right. So how do I communicate my value? You don't even realize that you double talking. You can't say that you value yourself and that you don't understand how to communicate your value and that you got out of this dysfunctional relationship, but that you're still in relationships where people take advantage of you to put the whole conversation in a nutshell. So defensiveness is you explaining where you are. Defensiveness is you trying to make sure it's understood that you got your shit together. No, in this place right here, we are transparent and we say where we don't have our shit together. And I can require that as a leader because I cry in this group. I let you know my defeats. I let you know my victories. I let you know my spiritual challenges. I let you know my emotional state of mind at any given time. So my brand is raw, real, and relentless. My brand is authenticity. My brand is authenticity. It is realness, relentlessness. It is ethicalness. And so since I exude it, I have every right to expect that from everybody that's going to be here. So if this video hit a nerve and somebody don't like it and you think that I'm doing too much, I love you, but you can be excused. You can be excused. And as soon as you leave the community, it is not my responsibility to get you no links to help you figure out nothing. In order to be here and to be a part of this, then you gonna have and get your free access to the videos. That's what you got to do. So I suggest that if anybody's not feeling the vibe, cut off the notifications and only go in and go take the lessons. But do not bring that negative energy in here. Because you better believe if for any reason somebody like Datrell was off and offensive, I would be on here doing a video that is just as strong towards her. Black women, chill the fuck out and calm the fuck down. This is not the time to play. This is not the time to be emotionally driven. There is too much bullshit going on out here in these streets for us to be bullshitting on some dumb stuff when we supposed to be building some fucking empires. I just attempted to go to a beauty supply store and buy some more head wraps and had a sister looking at me like this and immediately do like this. And I'm like, whoa. And immediately, I'm telling you, Black women, get over this shit. You want to know what she immediately did to me? I'm a police officer and I'm checking temperatures. And if you refuse to take it, you can't come in the store. I looked at her and said, oh, well, fuck it then. And turned around and walked away. Like you the only motherfucking beauty supply store that's open. And I went to another one and said, fuck it, I'm going to go ahead and buy a wig. I didn't even need any hair wraps. I got enough to last me. I just wanted to. It would have been different if she would have said, hey, Queen, she ain't got to say Queen. She just say, yeah, I'm here. And in order to come into the store, they're saying that you have to get your temperature taken. But the fact that she was so defensive with me, the wrong person, then she going to think that Black women are shitty and we ain't got no control when they respond to her, not realizing that she initiated that shit. But because I'm in control of my own emotions, and even though what you did rubbed me the wrong way, when shit don't feel good, don't feel right to me, I separate myself from it. I'm either supposed to sit in something because it's supposed to help me grow. I'm supposed to get the fuck away from it because it's there to attack me. And the problem with Black women is that you don't understand the fucking difference. You don't understand the fucking difference. I had more time, more fun talking to a fucking Trump supporter that was an old ass white lady when I was in fucking Walmart, because she smiled and talked to me and was not hateful, because we was both trying to figure out why the fuck she got to wear a mask at Walmart, but they got a damn blood drive truck outside of the store. How you collecting blood if the pandemic is so bad? You can't get no faulty blood. Coronavirus. Hello, coronavirus. So it's not transmitted by blood, but it's transmitted by particles in the air. Me and her was both sitting there laughing, talking about what happened to people's critical thinking fucking skills. So, with all of that saying, you either understand, thank you, darling. You either understand why you're here. You're either here to grow, or you came and you realizing you in the wrong place and you gonna go. So I love y'all, but I am I'm good. I am good. But I'm human. So if for some reason you didn't like my approach and you didn't like what I did, then welcome to the place where sisters communicate for real. But here's the thing that I want you to think about. When the sister comes and watches this video, you need to ask yourself one question. What I gave to you, were my intentions pure? Were my intentions pure? Meaning, were they there to here to help you? Were they pure in the sense that I'm reflecting the energy that you gave so you can see how this shit feels? So maybe you have a reality check and fix that shit. And if you understand that, then you roll with it. Because I'm not the petty Annie, I'm not the Becky coach. I'm like, it's going to be okay. It's going to be love and light. I'm here to say, sister girl, get your shit together. Because that's the kind of coach I got. She don't take no shit from me. She does everything in love, but I guarantee you, if I bring bullshit ass excuses to her, she gonna check my ass. You humble yourself, you go with the flow, and then you get exactly what you give. I'm not gonna let you take my energy. I'm not gonna let you convert my energy. But one of the overwhelming problems with some of my clients, and they have to fight through that struggle, and the real ones fight through it, is that I reflect the shit that they give back to them, and they don't always fucking like it. So yeah, I'm a little offended because you attacked, but I still came in here to make sure that you're okay. But your responses, you can't clean that shit up and say, oh, but you got some nice offers though, but then accuse her of offering you erroneous help. That's like a church saying, well, God bless you. Be blessed. That's like a Christian person saying, fuck you. Not here. Not here, not here. So I love y'all. I got to go. End of the soapbox. Bye.